RKidz families, I'm Katie.
It's Kelly.
And we are coming to you from a very special location on this Easter Sunday.
I'm standing in front of our preschool rooms.
I am standing in what will be an RKidz large group room. And we are so excited about all the amazing memories we're going to get to make in this space.
All the worship songs we're gonna sing.
All the crazy games we're gonna play.
All the fun crafts we're gonna create.
And all the amazing lessons we'll get to learn about God, who He is, and what He wants for us.
And all the amazing friendships we're gonna make.
This is one special place, and today is one special day, Easter. Now, I know it might feel a little strange to be watching Easter service from your couch instead of being all together in a building, but do you want to know something? You can still experience the true meaning of Easter right from where you're sitting.
You can still praise Him because Jesus is alive.
And we're about to have some serious fun in this RKidz event, Easter Jam.
Before we get started, there's one thing you need to know. Easter Jam is for everybody in your family.
We're looking at you, middle schoolers.
And you too, college students.
Preschoolers and elementary kids, get ready.
Buckle up, adults, because this Easter, we are doing things we've never done before.
Anyone can be a part of Easter Jam. The only way to not have fun is to not participate. So family, look around. Is anyone missing? If so, press the pause button and go get them.
We are getting started in 3, 2, 1.
Easter, a time for fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies. And then there are the weird parts of Easter, like fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies, which is interesting. But what does all this stuff have to do with Easter? And if this holiday is about more than candy and wearing uncomfortable clothes to church and lunch with your relatives, what makes Easter happy?
Hey RKidz families, and welcome to Easter Jam. We're kicking things off with a game for the whole family. For this one, you need a laundry basket and socks. Lots of socks. It doesn't matter if they're clean or dirty, just as long as they have a match. If you need to go grab those things now, press pause and I'll explain the rest. Got your basket and socks? Great. Now choose 2 people to play. You'll also need 2 people to be scorekeepers. To get started, dump all the socks on one side of the room. And don't worry, those socks will make their way back into the basket real soon. Then, place the basket on the other side of the room. When I say go, players will grab a sock, go through the pile, and find the matching sock. And then roll them into a ball, or a Easter egg, and toss them, like this. Across the room into the laundry/Easter basket. The player with the most sock eggs in the basket at the end of the game and at the end of the timer wins. If you don't have scorekeepers, you'll have to keep count on your own. That means everybody's on an honor system, all right? Parents, I'm looking at you. Okay, if needed, press pause now and get everything and everyone in position for the game. I'll wait here. Everybody ready? Great, we're putting a 1-minute timer on the clock. This Easter egg throwdown happens in 3, 2, 1, and go! families, come back over here. Who won? Okay, that was wild. Whoever won gets socks. Adults, make sure whoever won the game gets something a little bit special today. Maybe one of those Peeps or a Cadbury egg or something. Okay, maybe not. I hope you're having fun so far. We're celebrating because today is Easter. And if you don't know what the whole story about Easter is, that's okay. Today, we'll talk about what makes today, more than any other day, a happy day. But before we get there, I know a lot of you have friends and family who'd love to hear from you. And to make that happen, you have a few options. Pause this video and pick one of the challenges on the screen to wish your peeps a happy Easter. Okay, so I got like 9 texts from our crew saying Happy Easter. Thanks, fam. Nice. Even though we're celebrating a little differently than we have before, that's okay. Easter is still happy. And not just because of peep wars or Easter baskets or chocolate bunnies, although those things are awesome too. It's still happy because of what happened thousands of years ago at the first Easter. It's the world's most powerful story, and yet it's so simple. So simple that it can be told with laundry.
In the beginning, God created everything. He formed people in His very own image. But then, we turned away from God. Sin entered the world, like a dark stain. Still, God loved us so deeply that He made a plan to rescue us. At just the right moment, God sent His very own Son, Jesus, to live among us. Jesus healed hearts and minds and bodies. Thousands gathered to hear Him teach. Instead of giving lots of new rules, Jesus turned things upside down by making it simple. Love God, love others. After 3 years of traveling and teaching, Jesus and His disciples entered Jerusalem to celebrate the Passover feast. Huge crowds gathered to welcome Him. But while the crowds cheered for Jesus, the religious leaders made plans to arrest Him. He was turning their world upside down, and they wanted Him gone. As Jesus celebrated the Passover meal with His friends, He told them that He would be leaving, but would return. His friends didn't understand. That night, one of Jesus' followers, Judas, led soldiers to arrest Him. The religious leaders gave Jesus a fake trial and then sent Him to Pilate, the Roman governor, who could have Him killed. Pilate found Jesus had broken no law and tried to release Him. But a mob called for Jesus to be killed. Pilate gave in and handed Jesus over to the Roman soldiers. Jesus was forced to carry the heavy beams of His own wooden cross. On a hill called Golgotha, the soldiers nailed Jesus' hands and feet to the rough wood. The soldiers and people who passed by laughed and mocked Him. But from the cross, Jesus asked God to forgive them. Finally, Jesus called out, "It is finished." Then He died. The earth shook. Rocks split open. Even the soldiers cried, "Surely He was the Son of God." One of Jesus' followers took His body and placed it in a tomb cut from the rock. A huge stone blocked the entrance. Jesus' friends were devastated. They had believed that Jesus was the one God promised, the one who would rescue them, but now He was gone. Their whole world had turned upside down. Jesus' friends stayed hidden in fear for 3 days, but early Sunday morning, Mary Magdalene, a close friend of Jesus, hurried to the tomb. She planned to anoint Jesus' body with special spices. As Mary neared the tomb, she saw the stone had been rolled away. The tomb was empty. Mary turned to see a man standing near. She didn't recognize him until he said, "Mary." It was Jesus, alive. Jesus told her, "Do not hold on to me. I have not yet ascended to the Father. Instead, go to those who believe in me." Jesus, God's Son, became like us to lay down his life. Through God's power, he defeated death for all of us, and sin was washed away. One day, he's promised to return, so we can live with him forever.
I love hearing the Easter story. It amazes me every single time. I mean, God sent his son, Jesus, to this world, and it reminds me that he is bigger than anything we're going to face. The simple fact that Jesus died on the cross and came back to life is proof that we can handle anything bad that happens with him by our side. It makes me think of it this way. I can have faith because Jesus is alive.
I can keep loving because Jesus is alive.
I can be brave because Jesus is alive.
I can have hope because Jesus is alive.
Here's an idea. Take a few minutes and add to this list of things you can do because Jesus is alive. In fact, make it a whole family activity. Fill in the blank, I can blank because Jesus is alive. Pause this video, take a couple minutes to discuss it, and we'll see you back here. I love conversations like this because it reminds me of what God has done for me in the past, so I can trust him with whatever I have to face in the future. And I hope that's true for you too. And I hope you guys have a happy and wonderful Easter making memories together.
All right, family, we have one more challenge for you. When this video is over, I want you to head outside and take an Easter family photo. It can be in your Sunday best or your PJs, whatever you want. You can have the biggest smile or the silliest face. Or you can even use those filters, like, the ones that make your face look like an Easter bunny. Whatever you do, have fun with it and make it your best Easter family photo yet. And then parents, go onto social media and post it for us and hashtag it RKidz Easter Jam 2020 so we can see those lovely family faces.
Now more than ever is the time to celebrate and remember God's faithfulness and the hope that we can have in his son Jesus.
After all, that's what makes Easter so happy.
Clap your hands and wave your arms, play the drums and then rock the guitar. So clap your hands and wave your arms. You can play the drums and then rock the guitar. Sing Hosanna, oh, oh. clap your hands and wave your arms, play the drum and then rock the guitar. Oh, clap your hands and wave your arms. You can play the drums and then rock the guitar. Sing Hosanna, ho, ho, Hosanna, Hosanna, ho, ho, Hosanna, Hosanna, ho, ho, Hosanna, Hosanna, ho, ho, Hosanna.
You are here, moving in the midst. I worship you, I worship you. You are here, working in this place. I worship you, I worship you. You are here, moving in our midst. I worship you, I worship you. You are here, working in this place. I worship you, I worship you. You are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. You are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. You are here,